Hey, what's going on there, YouTube? 12 Rounds TV. Welcome to another episode. I want to talk to you guys about Triple G, Golovkin versus Willie Monroe. You guys know Triple G and Monroe are going to be fighting this coming Saturday. Uh, it's going to be in California, Inglewood. That's going to be May 16th. All right? And obviously the weigh-in's gonna be that Friday, so you guys stay tuned for that. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about Willie Monroe. Willie Monroe is, he's in late 20s. He's originally from New York, New Yorker guy, Rochester. He's a southpaw. All right, that's left-handed for some of you guys don't know. All right, he's got a record of 19 wins, 6 KOs, and only 1 defeat, with a total of 20 fights. All right, now he's got a little less KO percentage than Golovkin, about 30% knockout percentage, that is. But maybe he'll give Triple G some action. You never know. You know, anything can happen in boxing. Anything can happen inside the ring. When that bell rings, it's up to this both fighters, right? But anyway, he's getting ready to fight one of the best right now in the division. You know, middleweight guy. He is the defending WBA Super, IBO, and interim WBC middleweight title holder. It'll be a great fight, guys. I mean, I'll do my predictions and stuff later on. Probably Wednesday or Thursday. But as we all know, Triple G Golovkin, this dude is no joke, man. Like I said, he's a middleweight guy. He's never lost before. He's got a very high percentage knockout. He's got 32 total bouts with 29 knockouts. Reminds me of Tyson when he was young. But anyway, Triple G Golovkin with 32 wins, 29 knockouts, no defeats and no draws. His stance is obviously orthodox. You guys already know that. Golovkin is pretty popular, you know. As a matter of fact, right now, as far as middleweight wise goes, Triple G is the best known, you know, in that division. I mean, yeah, you got plenty of people out there also that are probably, you know, good competitors and stuff like that, but not like this dude. He's, you know, Kazakhstan boy. He's in his early 30s. He's 32, 33 years old. And Monroe's, I believe, 28, 29 years old. They nicknamed him Triple G for a reason, right? They also call Triple G God of War. If you guys haven't seen any of Monroe's fights, y'all watch them. Yeah, okay, you know what I mean? He's a competitor, but on the other hand, Triple G. What else is there to say about this dude, man? He's nothing but a freaking KO, dude. You know, he's been KOing people since probably freaking forever. You know what I mean? I believe that the last fight that Triple G had was with Martin Murray. And that was TKO 11th round. And obviously he retained his WBA Super and IBO interim WBC middleweight titles. And he's been retaining that title for as long as I can remember. I mean, but the funny thing is this, though. I do not consider Monroe as as not a threat because, like I said, Monroe might only have 30%, 30% percentage KOs in his belt, but he do pretty fast too. You know what I mean? He's not a He's not a type of guy that, just because of his record, he's only been fighting for, for so long. He's only got 19 fights in his belt. I mean, sorry, 20 fights in his belt, and he's lost. It doesn't mean that he didn't train up for this. He knows, that's more scary when a guy is heavily underdog, right? Like, obviously Monroe is going to be in this match. When the guy is heavily underdog, that's when the guy have that motivation. He has that hunger, that anger, we can call it, to actually go and get it. Because guess what? If he wins against Triple G, he's a superstar. Triple G has never lost any fights in his all 32 fights. He's never been knocked down. He's a knockout artist. So for a guy like Monroe with only 20 fights in his belt, to beat Triple G, or to even just knock him down once in a fight, regardless if he loses, I'll say a lot of things about him, and expect more greater and better fights for him in the future. So this is a good shot for him. It's like somebody like Guerrero or Ortiz or Brandon Rios taking a shot at Mayweather or Pacquiao. You know what I mean? It's like those things. You beat him, guess what? You're a superstar. So I wouldn't overlook, even though it's a long shot. I highly doubt that he might, or that Triple G even let him in. That Triple G even let him bully him inside the ring. We don't know that, but like I said, anything can happen in boxing. But Triple G, guys, is the real deal. He's actually, a lot of talks also that they were trying to match Triple G with Pacquiao. That's not gonna happen. Come on, dude. And what more, people are trying to say to match Triple G with freaking Mayweather. That's never gonna happen. Mayweather has one fight left with Showtime, and he's gonna fight for no titles. If anything, Mayweather will pick a guy that is not a threat to his 49-0 upcoming, to tie Rocky Marciano's record. He ain't gonna pick no Triple G to fight, to be his last fight. Come on, man. People are crazy. But both fighters are 5'10", both middleweight. But like I said, see what happens. You know what I mean? But as far as Willie the Mongoose Monroe Jr., he arrived today in LAX. Alright, because he's fighting Triple G this Saturday. So he's here now, and he's getting ready to do his last minute trainings and maybe conferences and all that stuff. A few more days and we will see the fight. So you guys don't forget that. That's going to be this Saturday. I believe it's 10 p.m. Eastern time. So it's going to be on HBO. So if you guys already subscribed to HBO, then have at it. You can watch it. But if you guys don't have HBO and all that stuff, then they probably post that fight later on, or highlights and stuff like that. But you don't have to pay for it. It's not pay-per-view like other fights, big fights. Or if you already subscribe to Showtime, or HBO, then you can watch it. 10 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday, this Saturday. All right. Read you guys a little bit about the articles and stuff about these two dudes. Golovkin and Monroe will be fighting televised on HBO. Start at 10 p.m. Eastern time. Monroe is 28 years old. He's got a big chance to make waves in this boxing world by pulling off an upset. See, that's what I said. If he upsets Golovkin, He'll be a superstar. So yeah, by pulling off an upset against Triple G and taking his WBA belt back home to New York, this is gonna be the biggest fight from Monroe's career by far. Even though, like I said, it's a long shot, right? Monroe won the ESPN's 2014 Boxino tournament. It's about a year ago. All right, but again, you know, he beat Donatas Bonduraubas, Vitaly Kopulenko, and Brandon Adams. But then again, Triple G is a whole other level compared to those guys. Monroe says few things. He said, "This is a big test for me." Golovkin, Golovkin said, this is what he said. "This is a big test for me," Golovkin said. Which, he's just saying that because Golovkin is very humble. You know what I mean? He's a gentleman, he's a humble guy. And he says, "This is a big test for me." You know, he don't mean that. He said, "I want to show everybody I can beat any style." Fair enough. It doesn't matter, strong guy, tall guy, short guy, or anybody. Well, he's got over 30 some fights with 29, 8 knockouts. I mean, it's not like, also, Golovkin doesn't really, I wouldn't say that Golovkin only fights the best of the best, right? I mean, obviously he fights who's put in front of him, and I'm sure Golovkin would love nothing more or would hope for nothing more than to fight Floyd Mayweather Jr. in his last fight. I don't know, for good reasons. Number one title and number one bragging rights, and obviously you can't count out money, right? Money is going to be very big if he ever fights Mayweather. But I believe Mayweather would have to gain weight to try to fight him. Or Pacquiao, nah, I don't see it. I don't see it. You know, Pacquiao has been down now. You know, people are talking so much bad about him, even though I have confidence in Pacquiao that he'll come back, just like how he came back from Marquez. People don't have the faith in him anymore, you know, just because he lost to Mayweather last Saturday. But anyway, now Triple G and Mayweather will be a good match. But that's not going to happen. Mayweather dictates the fights, dictates his fights, his future. He's got one last fight, like I said, with Showtime. He ain't gonna pick no Triple G. If anything, and don't quote me on it, if anything, he'll fight somebody like, I don't know. You know what? He'll probably fight somebody like, maybe somebody that's not a threat. Or maybe somebody that he could rematch with, which I highly doubt he'd rematch with somebody. Again, he's only given rematch twice in his whole entire career, which is Maidana and Castillo. So, and obviously Pacquiao's out of question. I mean, Mayweather's already written a book about not to rematch with Pacquiao. I mean, he's got interview with Jim Gray. He's talking all this stuff now about Pacquiao. He's taunting Pacquiao now. He's disrespecting him. He said that he lost his respect for him and stuff like that. He's never respected him in the first place. And he said he's never going to give him a rematch because there's too much BS. Whatever. So we're not going to see that fight. So if anything, how about this? I'll tell you guys what fighters I don't think Mayweather will choose. He's definitely not going to choose Golovkin. Forget it. He's not going to fight him. I don't think he'll fight Thurman. Not Keith. He's not gonna fight somebody like freaking Broner. That's his boy. He ain't gonna fight somebody like well, he may. Okay, those are some of the fighters that I think he won't fight. Not on his last fight. Well, he may or may not. He might fight Garcia if Garcia, you know, thinks he can get there. But that's unlikable. I don't see it. The only really thing that I can see is Amir Khan. But then again, I don't know if Amir Khan fights in September. He's got that Ramadan thing going on. So, but if Amir Khan can postpone that and fights Mayweather and gets the Mayweather sweepstakes that he's been wanting for about 2 years now, then yeah, that'd be great. I hope I hope Mayweather don't choose no rematch with like Guerrero or something like that, or fight Brandon Rios. I mean, no disrespect to those guys, but that's not a fight that we want to see Mayweather picks on his last fight. We want to see him compete with somebody strong, solid, right? And that's what he said. He's gonna be a solid competitor. I hope he don't fight no Bradley. Come on, or Algieri. No, not those guys. He's definitely not gonna rematch with Marquez. So yeah, it's Mayweather's picks. I mean, Amir Khan's the only one. Amir Khan, Brandon. Amir Khan, Garcia, maybe Matisse. He already fought Maidana twice. So yeah, those kind of cats. He'll probably do those. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys my prediction on the next I think tomorrow or the next day's videos. So you guys stay tuned for that, and please subscribe to this channel as I go along. I'm sorry, I'm kind of tired today. I'm really talking slow. I'm really tired. I just got off work, so. But I thought I'd share with you guys that and remind you guys that Golovkin and Monroe will be fighting this Saturday. That'll be May 16th, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, and that's on HBO. Golovkin versus Monroe, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know who you think is gonna win. But it's a long shot for Monroe. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys on the next one. As always, stay safe and take care out there. It's a lot of crazies, especially nowadays. All right, peace.